Archangel Michael says, beneath a rotting floorboard in a forgotten room rests a document that should have never been hidden. It carries your initials, etched in faded ink, sealed under oath by someone with your blood. The moment this truth comes into the light, the silence that has ruled your lineage will shatter like glass struck by divine fire. For generations, a broken promise has whispered beneath the footsteps of your family, cloaked in dust and secrets. That promise was meant to bless you, but it was deliberately buried to keep your future dim and disconnected. Someone in your bloodline chose to betray your legacy, and now the spiritual consequences are closing in. You may have felt the weight recently, a strange pressure in your spirit when you cross certain rooms or feel a cold shift in energy. It wasn't just emotion, it was the ancient vow calling to be fulfilled through you. The spiritual realm is unlocking the chains that kept this hidden, and you are being guided to uncover it. They knew what they were doing when they placed that document beneath the floor. They thought time would erase it. But time does not silence divine contracts, it only amplifies their cry. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A shadowed man who once lived in the house had trembling hands when he sealed that letter. He was warned by dreams not to hide the truth, but he let fear win. That fear has now evolved into a pattern repeating through the family, and it is up to you to break it. Archangel Michael says, you were born with the spiritual right to bring that truth to the surface. But there are forces, living and unseen, that are trying to delay you from stepping into that revelation. Each time you feel confusion or sudden resistance, it is not random, it is engineered to distract you from this breakthrough. The document not only carries your initials. It carries a location, a name, and a set of instructions that someone once vowed to fulfill in your honor. That vow was not completed, and now you carry both the burden and the opportunity of finishing what was started. This is not about revenge. This is not about shame. This is about restoration, and only those brave enough to uncover the dirt of the past can access the blessing promised for the future. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You might find that someone in your family suddenly begins to act nervous, standoffish, or overly concerned about old property or land. That is a sign. That is a soul reacting to a spiritual stirring. They feel something ancient waking up, and they fear it will point back to them. In the place where that document lies, a sudden crack appeared in the wood last week. No one saw it form, but energy shifted. It was not just a natural flaw, it was an invitation from the spirit realm to begin your journey of discovery. You've always wondered why certain blessings felt blocked, why prosperity almost reached you then vanished. This is why. Until the promise in that hidden document is recognized, heaven could not release the full inheritance that was meant to be yours. Someone close to the secret has since passed, but their spirit lingers, hoping you will do what they could not. They visit you in dreams, sometimes appearing as children or strangers, but their soul wants peace. Type Amen to get blessing 949. A woman once warned your mother about the consequences of keeping secrets, but her voice was ignored. That woman had no proof, only instinct. Now, generations later, you are receiving proof directly from divine sources. There is a spiritual scent that rises around the location of the hidden document, like dried roses and old paper. If you've smelled something strange with no explanation, you're close. Your senses have already been stirred by angelic nudges. Your name has been echoed by a spiritual court, and this case of betrayal is being reviewed from beyond the veil. Heaven is not just waiting, it is watching what you do next. You have been chosen not just to survive but to reveal. You carry the key in your voice, your courage, and your willingness to ask someone elder in your line about things better left alone. That conversation will feel awkward, but it will lead you to something no one ever thought you'd find. Type Amen to get blessing 582. Archangel Michael says, someone once tried to burn the original version of that document, but fire rejected it. The flames went out. That paper was protected by a force greater than any human decision. There is a name signed on that document that will change the way you look at your entire family tree. It is someone no one talks about anymore, someone whose choices have been erased from conversations and history. But that name was marked by divine hands, and you are about to speak it again. A property deal, a misplaced land title, or an inheritance which was done unlawfully long ago. That document beneath the floorboard carries the first evidence. And once you retrieve it, heaven will confirm the rest with signs you cannot ignore. Your body may feel odd energy as you get closer. Lightheadedness, sleep interruptions, and sudden chills near certain areas in your home, these are not to scare you. They are signs from the angels that something sacred is reaching out. Type Amen to get blessing 212. A child in your bloodline once overheard a conversation about the hidden item and was sworn to secrecy. That child is now grown and still remembers, but carries the weight silently. They're waiting for a signal to speak. You may have recently noticed certain photos vanishing or shifting position in your home without explanation. That's not coincidence. That is ancestral energy trying to draw your attention to what was left behind. Your ability to feel this truth in your soul is not madness. It's spiritual intelligence passed down by the ones who had to remain silent. They're now aligning your path so you can speak for them. Archangel Michael says, not every door is meant to be opened by force, some are waiting for the right vibration of truth. You are vibrating in alignment now. Your time has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 661. The handwriting in that document is difficult to read, aged, and cryptic, but there are angelic beings who will guide you to interpret every word. They have waited centuries for this truth to reach you. They are surrounding your space now. You will begin to have flashes, like memories that don't belong to you. They are spiritual downloads from the original author of the letter. These downloads are sacred and must be honored, not dismissed. A family gathering is approaching. During it, something unplanned will be said, almost as a joke, but it will strike your spirit like lightning. That's the moment to ask about the floorboards, about the room no one enters anymore. This is the kind of truth that unlocks not only blessings but also clears curses. You are not only chosen to inherit, you are chosen to cleanse what has weighed down your lineage. Type Amen to get blessing 377. Some will try to convince you that digging up the past brings no good. But those voices come from the same energy that wanted your birthright erased. Listen to your inner voice, it is stronger than their fears. You'll notice your dreams begin to include images of an old key, a candle, and a floor cracking open. Do not ignore them. These are not metaphors, they are divine directions. You were never meant to suffer this long. But the suffering shaped your spirit strong enough to carry a truth that others feared. Now, the angels rejoice, for you have reached the point of divine confrontation. The document is not just a message, it is a weapon of spiritual justice. And with it, your name will be restored to the place it was always meant to sit. Type Amen to get blessing 885. A blue light may appear around you while you're alone. It's the energy of Archangel Michael confirming you are near spiritual evidence. Do not fear it, embrace it. Even the house you are in knows the truth. The creaks, the groans, the cold spots, they are the echoes of energy that has been trapped, waiting to be released. And your soul holds the release code. Someone will contact you soon about renovating or making repairs near the area of the floorboard. That is not coincidence. That is a disguised attempt to remove the evidence before you get to it. You must act with wisdom, not fear. You are surrounded by protection. Divine timing is on your side. Type Amen to get blessing 748. There is a seal on the envelope that once held wax from an ancient emblem, one no longer used. That emblem matches the family crest, hidden deep within your bloodline history. It is confirmation of authenticity. Once you find the document, bury nothing. Let it see sunlight. Let it breathe. Let the truth rise as it was always meant to. Expect resistance. Not everyone will be happy. But you do not need their permission to reclaim what belongs to you. Your courage now opens a door that even the angels waited decades to touch. And through you, your ancestors will finally rest. Type Amen to get blessing 936. Your journey into this truth will not be silent. As you move closer to where the document is hidden, your spirit will awaken parts of you that were never fully asleep, only waiting. You will begin to feel drawn to rooms you never lingered in before. The pull you feel toward old places is not nostalgia, it's alignment. You are aligning with a promise made before your birth, one that was delayed but never destroyed. Even the cracks in the floor feel like maps leading you there. A woman once walked the same path. She was supposed to deliver the truth to you, but she chose comfort over courage. Her guilt has haunted her spirit, and now she sends energy through dreams to help you finish what she couldn't. Archangel Michael says, her soul is trying to redeem itself through your strength. That's why you've been chosen now, in this generation, to receive what has been waiting under silence and shame. Type Amen to get blessing 558. That house or room you keep dreaming about. It's not just your mind wandering. It's the sacred place where heaven knows your spirit must return to retrieve what's yours. The wood above the hidden document is older than the rest of the home. It was placed during a time of desperation, as if burying the truth would bury the consequences. But it didn't. You will soon hear a story from someone older, a strange tale of a mysterious envelope that was once hidden but never found. Do not dismiss this. This is the beginning of your path opening before you. You may feel a weight in your chest the closer you get. That is not fear, it is spiritual recognition. Your soul remembers what was taken. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Some voices around you may start whispering warnings, telling you to leave it alone or don't dig up old things. But those whispers come from fear and guilt, not wisdom. Your spirit knows better. Even nature will respond to your journey. Birds may circle the area, winds may become still, and rain may touch the earth only on the spot where the floor holds your name. These are signs. A book may fall near you, or a picture frame may tilt. These are not accidents. They are movements from the divine, nudging you closer to the promise that was kept from you. There is no need to rush. Walk gently, listen closely, trust deeply. Your steps are now guided by a divine sequence written long before you took your first breath. Type Amen to get blessing 321. The one who wrote the document never imagined it would survive. But your angels preserved it, kept moisture away, protected the ink, and infused it with spiritual light. That paper still speaks. You may notice a child suddenly mention a secret or say something about wood or under the floor. Pay attention. Children are closer to spiritual frequencies, and their mouths often echo divine hints. The legacy in that document will not just lift you, it will heal those who come after you. Generations yet to be born will walk in freedom because you chose to uncover what others feared. Archangel Michael says, your courage to walk into darkness is creating light across timelines. What you do now echoes backward and forward, healing what others tried to forget. Type Amen to get blessing 199. There may be a symbol drawn in the document. A star, a flame, or a circle. That symbol will appear in your dreams before you find it in real life. When it does, know your hands are about to touch destiny. Someone in your family has tried to pretend they don't know about it. But their behavior will shift once you begin your search. Watch how they suddenly become anxious, overly curious, or even overly kind. Your presence in that house is not accidental. You are not there just by living circumstances. You are the return of the one who was always meant to reclaim what's underneath. What you find will not only unlock answers. It will remove spiritual blockages, release delayed blessings, and open gates that were once chained by human disobedience. Type Amen to get blessing 742. The promise in that document speaks of land, ownership, authority, and responsibility. You were meant to inherit not just the blessing but the duty to protect what is holy. That's why the enemy tried to silence the truth. A wave of peace will pass through your body the moment you stand above the right floorboard. It will feel like time pausing. Don't question it. That's when you'll know it's beneath you. If you hear creaking where there was once silence, that's not fear, it's invitation. That's the document calling to you. It remembers the vibration of your bloodline. You are not just someone searching for truth. You are the truth they hoped would never walk back into the room. Type Amen to get blessing 603. You were born under a rare alignment of spiritual stars. That alignment gave you the gift of divine memory. The ability to remember what your ancestors forgot. It's why you feel things deeply that others dismiss. The name written in the document may at first confuse you. It may be someone erased from family records. But your soul will recognize it instantly, like hearing a familiar voice echo from the past. Do not fear what others will say when you uncover it. The moment you read it aloud, spiritual chains will break. And those who mocked you before will be silenced by the truth that rises. A key may appear near your window or on a pathway, do not ignore it. It's connected to a box or chest that was sealed years ago by the writer of the document. Type Amen to get blessing 840. This message is being delivered now because the time is ripe. The angels have reviewed the cycle, and the curse can no longer be allowed to pass to the next generation. You are the firewall. Someone will come to you in a dream offering you a small folded paper, accept it. That's your subconscious receiving the divine invitation. It will manifest in real life as your spirit aligns. You are being spiritually trained through dreams, instincts, and whispers. Do not doubt your senses. Your discernment is your divine compass. The house where it's hidden may shake once, without warning. That shake is the sound of divine justice rising from beneath. Type Amen to get blessing 618. The floorboard is not just wood, it's a spiritual lid. And what it covers is more powerful than most people can understand. Your hands will become the hands that remove the lid and unleash the truth. The one who hid it was trying to protect someone, but ended up imprisoning many. Their fear was human. Your courage is divine. The moment you uncover the document, the weather around you may change. It could rain, or the wind might howl. That's nature responding to your obedience. What you find will validate everything your spirit has felt for years but could never prove. Now the proof is ready to surface. Type Amen to get blessing 300. You are not just uncovering a document, you are breaking a generational pattern of silence, shame, and sabotage. Your courage sets a new precedent for what will be allowed in your bloodline moving forward. The person who tries to stop you will reveal themselves soon. Their panic will be the proof. Their urgency to distract you will be a red flag. Stay focused. You are near. The angels have moved the final obstacles from your path. Archangel Michael says, "This is the moment the heavens have waited for. This is the hour of spiritual exposure. Let no fear stop you now." Type Amen to get blessing 111. This moment was written in light long before darkness tried to bury it. The document is not a curse, it is a redemption key. When you hold it in your hands, you will feel your name vibrating with divine resonance. You were meant to rise through the rubble, to walk boldly into what was stolen and say, "This was always mine." And so it shall be. Your angels are not far. They are watching, guiding, shielding. You are not alone in this awakening. And when the truth is revealed, when that seal is broken and the promise reread, the spiritual courtroom will shout, "Case closed. Justice delivered." Type Amen to get blessing 999. That floorboard was sealed not just with nails but with fear. Generations passed believing that by keeping it closed, the pain would vanish. But silence is not healing, it's a delay of divine judgment. A mirror in your home may begin to reflect more than just your image. It may show shadows, flickers, or even flashes of faces you don't recognize. Do not be afraid, that is the spirit of the one who first tried to reveal the truth. Their message is simple, it is time. They are not here to frighten you. They are here to guide your hands to the exact place where your initials rest beneath time and wood. The moment you remove A deep exhale will rise from the house itself. You will feel it release, as if the very walls have been waiting to breathe again. Type Amen to get blessing 728. A knock in the night, a whisper that comes when no one's around, a creak followed by complete silence. These are not coincidences. They are spiritual alarms. The countdown to revelation has begun. Someone in your lineage tried to rewrite the story to make themselves appear innocent. They removed names from ledgers, burned letters, and changed deeds. But this one document they could not destroy. Archangel Michael says, the protection placed upon that paper is older than any government, older than any ink. It is divinely sealed and will only open for the right soul, and you are that soul. The promise written there is tied to your destiny. That's why the forces of delay, confusion, and distraction have increased around you recently. They know once you hold that truth, you cannot be stopped. Type Amen to get blessing 234. The energy in your body will shift the day before you find it. You may feel suddenly drained, or you may feel so full of energy you cannot sleep. Either way, your spirit is preparing for alignment. That document has waded through wars, births, and deaths. And now, in your lifetime, it calls out one final time. Not to haunt, but to heal. What you are about to uncover will break timelines wide open. You will suddenly understand why certain doors never opened before and why certain people treated you with strange suspicion. Once you read the contents, you will know who to confront, and who to forgive. But more importantly, you will know who you truly are. Type Amen to get blessing 443. You may stumble across something nearby, a small item, maybe a coin or trinket, that seems out of place. That's your final sign. That item was last touched by the one who wrote the letter. You will hold that object and feel a pulse, like something spiritual running through it. That is the transfer of energy, from the writer to you. The torch has passed. A long-lost cousin or forgotten family name may resurface. They will come pretending to reconnect, but their true purpose is to distract. Be cautious. Their timing is not coincidence, it's calculated. Even in the delay, heaven is at work. You cannot miss what is divinely written for you. Even if you hesitate, the angels will rearrange time to bring you back to the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 664. As the floorboard loosens, so will the spiritual locks that kept you tied to generational suffering. You are walking into a promise older than your name but made for your name. There will be voices telling you it's just an old paper or just a story, but your spirit will feel otherwise. The truth doesn't hide forever, it rises, even from dust. Once the document is revealed, you will notice an immediate lift in your life. Finances will shift. Delayed blessings will move. Stagnation will break like a dam cracked open. You have suffered long enough. Heaven says enough. Now it's time to reclaim and rise. Type Amen to get blessing 822. And after it is done, after the paper is in your hands and the promise is spoken again, you will feel the presence of someone standing with you. That is the soul of the one who first tried to protect you. They will whisper, "Thank you." You may feel warmth on your shoulder or a tear on your cheek, not yours but theirs. You gave them rest. The home itself may never feel the same. Light will enter differently. Rooms will feel more open. The energy will feel reborn. That's how powerful truth is, it transforms spaces. Archangel Michael says, this is not just your journey. This is your family's redemption, your bloodline's reawakening, your spirit's return to the rightful throne of honor. Type Amen to get blessing 512. Now you understand why your path was so different. Why love came, then disappeared. Why money came, then vanished. You were being prepared to handle the truth without being destroyed by it. Only the strongest are given access to generational documents. Only the chosen ones are called to restore what others ruined. And you, yes you, are chosen. This message came now because the veil is thin. The spiritual realm is louder. What was once a whisper is now a roar. And your name echoes in both realms. When you speak the name written in the document aloud, you will feel the shift instantly. That's the sound of heaven acknowledging your authority. Type Amen to get blessing 388. You are now more than just a seeker. You are the fulfillment of an ancient prayer. The one who wrote that document believed someone would one day find it, and that someone is you. Let this moment be sacred. Let your discovery be intentional. Clean the floor. Prepare the space. Burn incense or light a candle, invite the Spirit of Truth to join you. When the document is revealed, read it under moonlight if possible. Moonlight honors divine secrets and brings clarity when truth is cloaked in human confusion. And after you've read it, after the final word enters your spirit, speak your own name aloud. You will feel your energy change. The final lock will click open. Type Amen to get blessing 104. Let others laugh. Let them doubt. That is N.